everyone, this is our last video for the poem workshop. My name's Sam, and today we'll be getting a poem from the 2014 Palangka winner for children's poetry, Elyrah Salangga-Torralba, and her poem, pamagat ay ang When Nanay Combs My Hair. Are you guys excited to read? Let's go! First things first, what will we be learning today? So this is a longer poem than the one that we discussed in the previous video. We're gonna take a look at the rhyming words together once more. We'll also be looking at the imagery in the poem. Anong iyong nakikita or na-imagine habang binabasa niyo? Next, we'll be looking at the poem's story. Anong sinasabi ng tula. Finally, since the author is a Filipino like you and me, we'll talk about its connection to us. Paano natin mababasa ang tula bilang isang Filipino? Now that we have our learning goals, let's go on straight to the poem. I'll be reading the poem out loud. Feel free to join if you can. When Nanay combs my hair. Right. When Nanay combs my hair, she tells me to sit still and wait for the plane to arrive. She'll part my hair for the runway. Her hand guides the plane on its way. She'll adjust its wings with colored clips and strings. And when the plane has finally landed, none of my hair is left stranded. Do you see any words that rhyme? Let's go check it together. Let's look at the rhymes. So there are 3 rhyming pairs in this poem. The first is runway from the 3rd line. She'll part my hair for the runway. And its partner is from the next line, way. Her hand guides the plane on its way. The next pair is wings and strings from the sentence, she'll adjust its wings with colored clips and strings. Finally, the last pair is landed and stranded. When the plane has finally landed, none of my hair is left stranded. Did you all see the same rhyme as I did? If so, great job! Kung hindi, sana sulatin niyo din para pare-parehas ang mga words natin. Go to the next part. We'll be delving into the imagery of the poem. So right off the bat, na-imagine natin ang isang nanay na nanunuklay ng buhok, di ba? But the poem compares this act to an airplane. So we see mentions of words that relate to airplanes like runway, wings, plane landing, and someone being stranded. So when you comb your hair, the comb acts like a plane as it comes from the air and touches down on your head, much like an airplane in real life. The mom's hand parts your hair yung hate in buhok. So this hate can be seen as the wings as the comb slides in between. This hate serves as the runway, much like a plane. Finally, when you're done combing or tapos na manuklay, the plane has finally landed, right? So they put the comb away to the drawer where it has landed. It's on the ground. And since your hair is neat, nothing is left stranded. Walang makaiwan, walang nawawalan. Very cool imagery, right? Have you ever noticed how similar yung pagsuklay ng buhok at ang isang aeroplano? From the simple act of combing, the author compares it to the landing of an airplane. And that is a very cool image for a child. What does this act of hair combing mean within the poem? Well, the story of the entire poem shows maternal love, yung pag-ibig ng nanay para sa kanyang anak. Combing hair means they care about you. Enough that they make it into an enjoyable event like an airplane landing in order to make the process more beautiful and engaging para sa bata. This physical act, tulad ng mga yakap, halik, galing sa mga magulang, ay papakita ng pag-ibig. Kasi siya yung gumagawa. You can comb your own hair, but there's something special about it when it's your own parent, your own nanay, who combs your hair for you. This showcases the love between the nanay and her child. I have here a glossary of words and phrases found within the poem. The first is adjusts, or inayos, Tagalog, which is a verb, meaning to move or make something correct or comfortable. Next, arrive, dumating or dumarating. Isang verb, means to get to a place or a destination. Colored, isang adjective or pang-uri. It means something has color, like the slide, it's color yellow and green. Combs, this is a verb, So you brush or comb through someone's hair para ayusin to make it neat. Guide, another verb, means to direct or point out a way or course. Next word is landed, another verb, to ang touchdown, coming back to the ground after being in the air. Part, which is another verb, hinati, or to separate from and divide. Runway, so now, different from runpath para sa mga model, this runway is a paved road for the landing and takeoff of airplanes. Stranded, isang adjective, being unable to leave somewhere because of a problem. So, kunyari, may naiwan ng susi, hindi sila makapasok sa loob ng bahay. He is stranded outside. Dahil hindi siya nakapasok, naiiwan siya sa labas. He is stranded. To sit still, this is another phrase, means to stay seated and not move. Nakaupo ka lang at hindi ka pwedeng gumalaw because you are still, you are not moving. If you have any other words or phrases that you want to add to a glossary, feel free to write it down below. That's all for today's video and hope you enjoyed.